is going on, you guys? I'm finally back with another movie review. And I know in the past I've said that I wasn't going to review these movies, but you know what? Who cares? It's my channel, I'll do what I want. Here's my review of Twilight. Alright, so the story goes, Bella Swan moves to Forks, Washington, and meets Edward Cullen. And she instantly falls in love with him, despite barely knowing him. And then over time, Edward obviously falls in love with her, and becomes a little too protective, and soon, Bella finds out that he's a vampire. Although the way the movie portrays the reveal makes Bella look really stupid, because in the book, when they're in the car coming back from Port Angeles, right after Edward saves her, that's when he reveals that he's a vampire. But instead, we got this.
I know what you are.
Say it.
A Hufflepuff. Why does everyone say that? But seriously, it makes Bella look even dumber than she actually is. In the book, she's not that dumb. And of course, once Bella meets Edward's family, at first it doesn't quite go as well as you'd expect.
I hope you're hungry.
She already ate.
Perfect.
And fun fact, the reason why Nikki Reed is wearing gloves in this scene is because the glass bowl that she smashes in the first take actually cut her. That's why she's wearing gloves. Right after a baseball game with the Cullens, Bella and Edward meet a trio of vampires named Laurent, Victoria, and James. And they're non-vegetarians. What I mean by that is, Edward and his family, they rely on drinking animal blood. And they call themselves vegetarians. James, the tracker of the trio, is hell-bent on killing Bella. So, the Cullens split up. They take Bella to Phoenix, while the other Cullens lure James away from Bella. Soon he catches wind of what they're doing, and he tracks down Bella at the speed of freaking light. Like, seriously, it's not... They give a very lame excuse of how Victoria found where Bella goes to school, which, and I guess, whatever, it's a movie, who really cares? But anyway, they trick Bella into coming to this ballet studio, and obviously, he, of course, records Bella make a movie to send to Edward.
Tell him to avenge him. Tell him.
And tell him Goblet of Fire sucked! And of course, Edward shows up and kills James. And of course, James actually bit Bella, and the venom is just burning her up where she was bitten. And Edward has to suck the venom out. And in the movie, they actually did a very good job at portraying what a big struggle it was for Edward to go with Bella while he was drinking her blood to get the venom out. Whereas in the book, he let go no problem. And they made a bigger deal about it than it actually was. It's the one thing that this movie does that's better than the book. The rest is shit. Anyway, so the movie ends with Bella and Edward at prom. And it's actually a very nice ending. I'm not gonna lie. So overall, this is definitely one of those turn your brain off movies and just like it's popcorn junk food. Junk food entertainment, as you might put it. Because this movie is bad. But that's exactly why people love it. Okay, so with the characters, Bella, she has little to no social skills.
I don't really like the rain. Any cold, wet thing, I don't really.
The main character of the story, you say. But honestly, Edward's just as awkward.
Hello?
The two romantic leads that are supposedly meant for each other, you say? Yeah, I can definitely feel the fireworks between them. Like, seriously, they have zero chemistry on screen, and yet in real life they dated for years. Not just because the fans wanted them to date, but because they actually did like each other. What the hell happened? And plus, this director has made some pretty good movies. Like that one movie called Red Riding Hood with Amanda Seyfried as Red Riding Hood. It's basically a horror movie retelling of this classic story. That was actually a good movie. What the hell is this shit? But anyway, that aside, honestly, going back to Rosalie, she's my favorite member of the Coen family. I hate you for stealing my boyfriend. No. But no, really. Yeah, Nikki Reed and Robert Pattinson were having a little fling before he met Kristen Stewart. Although, with Edward, I will say, he is kind of a dick towards Bella at the very beginning.
Hi. Are you gonna be riding with us?
No, our bus is full.
You can't sit with us!
Plus, I will say, his character introduction is kind of lame.
That's Edward Cohen.
Okay, hey, Rob, you don't need to look cool, okay? You're Batman now. You don't need to try so hard.
But apparently nobody here is good enough for him.
Yeah, I'm secretly in love with Edward. No, seriously. In Midnight Sun, you find out that she actually is interested in Edward. And she only ends up dating Mike, kind of like an emotional rebound. Which, yeah, about Mike, I said this in my Midnight Sun review. I'm just gonna let the clip roll. Yeah, I guess Jessica's just as pretty as Bella. And I guess Jessica has I guess she has bigger boobs than Bella. Nice thighs, nice hips. She's funny, she's cute, she's, that booty! Oh, the hell with this. Yeah, he's a massive simp. Why Jessica likes him is beyond me. Then when Bella ends up dating Edward, he's just like, you and Colin, huh? I don't like it. I mean, like, you've known Jessica most of your life, and all of a sudden this new girl comes along. Well, I will say this. Kristen Stewart, you are gorgeous. But Anna Kendrick's on a whole nother level, Mike. But on that note, Jessica is kind of a chatterbox. Like, all you gotta do is watch New Moon to see what I mean. And also, I'm so glad this movie was directed by a woman. Because if it was directed by a man, Jessica saying this line would kind of be weird.
Okay, I like this one. It makes my boobs look good.
I mean, she's not wrong, but still. So what I didn't like is Edward gaslighting Bella. Like, sure, he slipped up and accidentally revealed himself by accident, but hey, and I get that he's trying to cover it up. I mean, just like, you could have just said, I had an adrenaline rush, because that's a real thing. People who have adrenaline rushes can actually lift up cars, and cars weigh a ton. Okay, without the adrenaline rush, it would physically be impossible. You could have just said that. And plus, it's the worst adaptation of the franchise. Feel of him being a vampire. Better in the book. The romance. Better in the book. And again, the only thing that this movie did better than the book is when Edward saves Bella. That's it. That's it. Okay, so final thoughts. This movie is a great time capsule for when it came out. Because, one, it just shows that we just love things that are bad. And we love things very nostalgic. And I will say this, I will say this about the movies. The movies make the books even better. Yeah, a lot of people that I've talked to about the movies have said because of the movies, they went and read the books, and the books were actually worth reading. Whereas the movies are junk food entertainment that kill 2 hours. But overall, you know, without this movie, we wouldn't have Kristen Stewart as Joan Jett. We wouldn't have Taylor Lautner doing what he does now. And we would not have Pattinson. We would not have Pattinson without this franchise. So all of you haters, all you Twilight haters, suck it. Without this movie, I had totally forgotten that he was even in Goblet of Fire. And we wouldn't have had, you know, The Lighthouse, Water for Elephants. Just, these are great actors, but in a terrible movie franchise. And it's because of the terrible movie franchise that we have these actors on the top of their game now. These movies put them on the map. Hope y'all enjoyed the review. Until next time, stay positive and stay awesome, everyone. See ya.